What's up, you guys? So in this video I will be showing you guys how I make my daughter's favorite meal, fried chicken, macaroni, and biscuits. So I start by cleaning my chicken with vinegar and lemon juice. So I like to pour the vinegar into the water, and then I use one lemon and I cut it in half, and then I squeeze the lemon juice into the water as well. So I know I should have did this step before, but it's really not a step that is necessary. It's just something that I personally don't care for. So I go in and I just cut the wing off of the chicken because I just don't care for the wing, you guys. So after cleaning the chicken and all that good stuff, no worries. I did clean that pot out before I threw the chicken wings, well, the chicken back into the pot. I'm just gonna go in with all of my seasonings, which would be the black pepper, the seasoned oil, the garlic powder, the onion powder, the paprika, and I think that was all that I actually added an egg because I was out of mustard. So I added an egg to my seasoning. After seasoning the chicken, I went ahead and got my hands dirty and made sure that every piece, every inch of chicken had been seasoned up real well before throwing it into my flour. Now, no offense when I say what I'm finna say, but if you a project baby, you already know what I'm about to get ready and do. So I went ahead, I grabbed a store bag, I poured my flour into the store bag, and then I threw the chicken in, and I just shook that up really, really well to make sure every piece of chicken had been covered completely in flour before throwing it into my grease. So to be sure that my oil is hot and ready for me to throw the chicken in, I always take a pinch of flour and I throw it into the oil, and then if it sizzles, it's ready for the chicken to go in. If it don't sizzle, that means that you need to give it some time to get hot so that you can throw the chicken in. Don't just throw that chicken in and that grease ain't hot. So it's time for me to do the biscuits, and I realized that I ran out of my olive oil non-stick. So I went ahead, non-stick spray. So I went ahead and I just added some butter to my little casserole pan. And I've never did this before, but I was like, let me see if this will help to keep the biscuits from sticking to the pan. After putting the butter down, I went ahead and laid my biscuits into my casserole pan, and then I went ahead and just threw that into the oven, and I let them bake for, I believe it was probably like 15-20 minutes at the most. And right here I'm just doing the dishes. I like to clean as I go. Alright, y'all, moment of silence for the sizzle. Right here I'm just checking and making sure that each side is nice and crispy and brown. And let me just add, when you're frying chicken, for me, I always fry them 15 minutes on each side, just to ensure that the inside is completely done. Alright, so we moving on to the macaroni and cheese, and my water has come to a boil, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my Velveeta macaroni shells and let that cook for about a good 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of went past 10 minutes because I was watching my shows as I was cooking, so I was back and forth to the kitchen, and yeah. So once your shells are done and you drain use your strainer to drain the water off of the shells, you're gonna go ahead, pour your shells back into the pot that you are using to cook them in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the pack of cheese that came with the Velveeta shells, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of milk and black pepper. I'm actually gonna add some extra cheese just because my daughter, well, both of my kids like their macaroni cheesy, so we're gonna use some of that Mexican four cheese, shredded cheese. So once you've added everything that needed to be added, you're gonna go ahead. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stir that up real good, mix it up real good, and let me just say, your macaroni and cheese ain't done until you see your cheese is bubbling. And we're gonna get a little closer, and I'm gonna show y'all. So now that the biscuits are done baking, I went ahead and I added butter to each biscuit, and I turned my oven off, but I went ahead and stuck those biscuits back in the oven after adding the butter, just so that butter can melt into the biscuits real good. And there you have it. Dinner is served. Something quick and easy for the kiddos. So, can mommy cook? Can mommy cook? You said, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
It's good. You fed it that chicken.